Yo, it's happened Tuesday, the holy grail of the beat. What better day to spit gems? New York's legacy repeats. A weeknight, sit quiet, and for we it ain't dead. Ghost dog vibes, breaking it down in your head. Sit back, roll a blunt, let's elevate in style. Recollect the memory, city vibe, make it worthwhile. NFL fans gather round, we ready for the grind. This channel be my throne, leading you to unwind. Spitting facts on the mic, headphones set to the tone from the streets of the east. We making this our own.
This is a Gh0stDog mixtape original.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's Gh0stDog here with another Tap In Tuesday for September 30th. Yes, oh yes, here at the Aboriginal Sports Network, an original of the ABSN, by the way. That being the case, man, yes, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe, especially if you feel the vibe, you feel me? Yes. Let's just get into it, man. Prayers up for the owner, John Mara, announced that he is diagnosed with cancer. Big prayers up to him, man. Despite how I may feel about him as an owner when it comes to the New York Football Giants, I just got to say, man, cancer absolutely blows, and I wish that upon no one, okay? So prayers up to John Mara. Prayers for the John Mara family. Just, hopefully for a speedy recovery, man. Hopefully. That being the case, man, talking about health issues, let's get right into it with some major key injuries. Man, the football fantasy gods have not shown some of these managers any favor whatsoever. Malik Neighbors out for the year with a torn ACL. Tyreek Hill out with a complete dislocated knee. Absolutely out for the season. But it's crazy, though, because it almost seemed like when he was carting him off, like he was kind of happy he was done and over with the Dolphins, man. Which leads me to my next point. I get that they beat the Jets and all that. And, that's another thing with Aaron Glenn. He's struggling with the Jets. Justin Fields, he's not the guy. Had my doubts going in. However, they lost against the Dolphins. Is your man's down there still on the hot seat with the Dolphins? And talking about head coaching and player situations, Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns. Look, could this be a situation where he knew what was up with the Giants coaching staff and he just wanted out by any means necessary? And he found his way out. So there's that as well. But we're going to get into Brian Daboll a little bit later. Right now, we're talking about the head coach for the Dolphins. Is he still on the hot seat? Is this win was enough to secure it? And on top of that, Tyreek Hill being out, it's going to be an uphill battle. I will say this. That defense last night was playing pretty doggone good, man. So, I don't know. It just looks like your boy McDaniels, I think his name is, I forget his name. His name is eluding me, excuse me. Let's see, man. Let's see, because there's a couple coaches for me on the hot seat. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. Right now, let's talk about some Colts versus the Rams. They fell to the Rams, and I'm not surprised. The Rams, to me right now, is probably the best team in the NFC West, not named the Seattle Seahawks. Because for me, I think that window for the 49ers is closed, especially now that, Bosa's out, another injury. He's done for the year. Purdy's back. I just don't think they're anything to be really worried about. Seattle Seahawks and the Rams, they'll be battling the league for that division late in the season, so that's something to pay attention to. But yes, the Colts did fall. A little bit of a hiccup, not surprised. The Rams is just that good of a team, a playoff potential team. So, do I think that the mystique and whatnot, the idea of Daniel Jones, DJ Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes, does that automatically take away from the idea that he's not going to make it to the playoffs with that team? Absolutely not. I expect the Colts to absolutely make the playoffs. And not only that, at this point, make the playoffs, I expect them to win that division because that division is stagnant, and that's the only team out of that division right now that's even worth mentioning. So, absolutely, man. Pay attention for that. And let's get right into these coaches. Jackson Dart, man, did he save Brian Daboll's job? Probably for another couple games. And we'll see. We will see. Because that young man took some hits. Had to go into the medical tent for a little bit. Russell was out. Just stunk up the joint when he was. I will say this, man. The energy that young man puts out on that field and on the sideline, he's making everybody like really play on another level, energy-wise. Like, it's just this morale. It's just a rally the troops type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Brian Daboll got saved, but let's see for how much longer. Aaron Glenn, he needs to just find his guy. Justin Fields ain't it. It's his rookie year as a head coach. I expect him next year to be looking for candidates to replace Justin Fields. Maybe a different offensive coordinator is not out on the play either. I just don't know, man. That Jets team, man, for as bad as the Giants can be at times, the Jets for me, man, oh man, do they take that New York-sized sliced piece of cake. Absolutely, without a doubt, man. And speaking of coaches on the hot seat and that were saved, or rather to be determined, John Harbaugh with the Ravens. And then look, I put him in the same category as a Mike Tomlin, as a if you don't do nothing for me in the playoffs, when are we going to get there? When are we going to get to the promised land? Is it going to always be a playoff appearance and then nothing comes from fruition? It's been like that with the Steelers and the Mike Tomlin and the John Harbaugh with the Baltimore Ravens for a while now. But for me, at this point, the process seems to be expediting for John. And still on the same pace for Mike Tomlin. Because we'll see with Mike Tomlin. Because, yeah, he'll make it to the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers, but will it mean anything? Will they get to that AFC championship or even to the Super Bowl? I have my doubts. Just something to keep an eye on. And look, a lot of seats. It just wasn't the Giants' seats getting warmed over here. We got a lot of head coaches at this point that I'm starting to really notice their jobs might be on the chopping block. Real talk. Yeah, man, quite the many seats. Absolutely starting to warm up right now. Something to just keep an eye on. Going later on into this week, man, stay tuned for future content at my main channel. I'll get into a preview for the Saints game. It's not going to be an easy fight. Saints at home historically have never been an easy matchup for us. They are 0-4. We are sitting at 1-3. We just beat the Chargers. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see if we can get that. Stay tuned for that. I'll leave my link in the description for my main channel. It's Gh0stDog's Big Talk, Ghost with a 0. And stay tuned for That's on Giants, man. I'm sure me and Shakes will get into it as far as what's going on with them Giants. Hopefully LRP gets involved. And yeah, man, just stay tuned for all that. We just got some great content creators over here at the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. And shout out to the Yankees in the playoffs against the Red Sox, the hated Red Sox. So I'm sure Mets will be calling those games, man. So stay tuned for that. Oh, and quick little side note, least I forget to mention, shouts out to Bahaboni. Halftime show has been chosen for man, look, he's gonna be having the house knocking. Say what you say about want to say about that, man. The haters gonna hate, the usual suspects. He's gonna put it on for the culture. You hear me? Puerto Rico. All right. But for those of you who don't know, right, has been a U.S. territory since the early 1900s. Do your history. He is a United States citizen. All right? So don't get upset. Largest celebrity musical artist in the world. It was only a natural choice. So just pay attention and learn something, man. You know what I mean? Because every day is a school day. And I promise you, he's going to put on a show. Because I had my feelings at one point about him, man. But I got to respect the talent. I got to respect the work. He is putting the culture on his back. And he is putting it front and center for the world to see. Because it deserves to be seen. It deserves to be noticed. So, with that being said, man, you already know what it is. If you appreciate the way I spit on this mic, smash the like. If you like the vibe, hit subscribe. Helps us build the channel. Helps us put out better content for you guys. Simple mathematics, man. And with that being the case, and with that being said, I'm going to give y'all a big blue salute and peace.
Yo, it's happened Tuesday, the holy grail of the beat. What better day to spit gems? New York's legacy repeats. A weeknight, sit quiet, and for we it ain't dead. Gh0stDog vibes, breaking it down in your head. Sit back, roll a blunt, let's elevate in style. Recollect the memory, city vibes make it worthwhile. NFL fans gather round, we ready for the run. This channel be my throne, leading you to unwind. Spitting facts on the mic, headphones set to the tone from the streets of the east. He making this our own. Tapping out Tuesday, but only for a while. Goodbye Tuesday, a pill now hard to swallow. Hit that like button and don't forget to follow. I'll be back soon, shit, it might be tomorrow.
This is a Gh0stDog mixtape original.